It's time for your nightly entertainment. Put your hands together for your host, Billy Frasier!
Thank you all for such a great, warm welcome. I'm running kind of late because I ran into a business meeting with the black man over in the forest. We discussed some profits and various other business assets and, well, I sold him my soul. But that's not important right now. We have a great lineup tonight, starting with Arthur Dimsdale! Followed by Roger Chillingworth!
It's so chilly!
Ooh. Then comes Hester Price! Followed by her lovely daughter, Pearl. Right after these messages.
Attention viewers! Be prepared for the night of your life. The famous rock band, the One Shimmy Wonders, are performing across the globe on their Tour de France. Boggy Parthenax Johnson, guitarist from Kenya.
What?
Stuffy, bassist from Greenland. Yimmy, the world-renowned drummer from Yugoslavia. Smog, lead vocalist and harmonica virtuoso from Deutschland. Be there to hear their great hits. The wheels on the bus go round and round. 7-car pile up. Cat Planet. And many more. Performing at Doug Dimmadone's Dinsdale Dimmadome next Saturday. Be there.
On Saturday, he ate through one piece of chocolate cake, one slice of Swiss cheese. Oh, I didn't notice you there. Welcome back. For our first guest, we have the Reverend of Boston himself, Arthur Dimsdale!
Yeah! Woo! Arthur! Yeah! DJ! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! Oh! Woo! Yay! Yeah!
Have you here, Reverend?
Thank you. It's great to be here, Mr. Frasier.
Now, Dimsdale, I hear you have a wonderful reputation as a very dedicated and admirable preacher. How do you feel about the public's opinion about you?
Well, I feel that with all my commitment and dedication, I'm not worthy of such a view. I'm a sinner, as everyone around me is.
You are such a humble person. It's no wonder why they respect you. Now, I gotta know, what's your personal opinion about Hester? Do you believe she should reveal to the public who Pearl's true father is?
Personally, I feel it's for her to decide if she reveals her true father. Some may believe that she refuses to answer to protect the father from public ridicule and shame. But while this may be true, let's not forget that she can't hide his identity from our Heavenly Father. He knows all, and shall enforce his rule and judgment upon Hester and Pearl's father accordingly.
Very interesting. But do you believe Pearl will grow up to be wild and unruly without a father figure? Word says that she's quite sassy and she has quite the attitude.
I believe that her father is aware of these consequences. He knows that he must reveal his identity in order to raise his daughter and save his soul from eternal damnation.
Alright then, it looks like it's time for a commercial break. Stick around for one of Arthur's closest friends as our next guest.
Oh, How wonderful.
We'll be right back.
Bubbles, I bought you a gift today.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Chuck! I'm the luckiest girl ever!
How's dinner, honey?
It was good.
Well, you're gonna love this. Will you marry me?
My favorite flavor, yes!
There you go. Go ahead, try it.
Oh, hey, I didn't notice you. We're back with one of Arthur Dimmesdale's closest friends, Roger Chillingworth!
Yeah!
Good evening, Chillingworth. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Yes, it's great to be here with you.
Yes, Roger. Can I call you Roger?
Indeed.
Roger, we have some interesting questions for you tonight. I'm sure you're aware of the Hester Prynne situation, yes?
Oh, yes, I am.
How do you feel about her unwillingness to reveal Pearl's father to the public?
Oh, I believe she is trying to prevent the father from being publicly harassed as she is. I am certain, though, that this man feels a deep sense of guilt and shame within his own soul. Oh, Dimmesdale, are you ill? Perhaps one of my remedies would aid you.
No, that will not be necessary.
As you wish, sir. I am here if you require my assistance. Where was I?
About Pearl's father?
Ah, yes. The father certainly feels guilty, but I do not believe that he will reveal himself, for he is probably too cowardly to fess up.
Now, what do you think of Pearl? Some, even her mother, claim that she's a demon child.
Pearl. She is quite the character, always running and playing. It saddens me to see how poorly she is treated by her peers, for she has done no wrong. Perhaps the public's reaction to Hester's sin has become too strong at times. She should not have to share her mother's burden of shame and humiliation.
I agree. She doesn't deserve to be treated the way that she is. Well, we're close to break. So, coming up next is the star of tonight's show, Hester Prynne, followed by her daughter Pearl. Stay tuned.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle was one of the most influential children's stories of our time. The illustrative beauty in the
Pencil throw!
pictures-
Are you tired of normal pencils? Try mechanical pencils!
Chopsticks! Writing!
Poop.
Personal defense!
Hey, give me all your money.
Blowgun!
Take one day off, right?
Lead poisoning! Scratching the hard-to-reach places! Weightlifting! Come on, buddy, you got this.
I got this.
Oh, it's my name!
I got it! Conveniently carried. Mustache. Baseball! Alright, we're at the bottom of the seventh with Fee1's up to bat with his trademark mechanical pencil. Yimmy with the windup, and... Oh, that's gotta hurt! Did you see all those uses for mechanical pencils? Get one today! Hello again. I'm afraid Chillingworth had to leave during our commercial break. Dimsdale had a fit and they were discussing Hester, and Roger decided to leave to go retrieve some herbs to aid him. That seemed to make Dimsdale more flustered.
I told him I didn't require any medicine.
You seem to be very stressed by Roger's actions. Does he not provide relief to your sickness?
He's no physician. He's a... Forgive me. He's a man very dedicated to his work. I'm sure without his assistance that I would have died many years ago.
Please welcome the woman of the hour, Hester Prynne!
Yeah!
Billy, I love you, Billy.
Hester!
I love you.
Yeah!
Thanks for inviting me onto the show, Mr. Frasier.
It's Billy. Just call me Billy.
Thank you, Billy.
Hester, I'm sure you've met Arthur Dimsdale before. He spoke to you on the day you stood on the scaffold.
Oh, yes. We've met. How are you?
Fine. You?
I'm fine.
Hester, could you please explain to the audience what your Scarlet A symbolizes?
Must I?
Well, according to my copy of Puritan Society for Dummies, it does state that persons bearing a scarlet letter upon their bosom must openly express its meaning to anyone who asks. So please explain to us.
Very well. I wear the scarlet letter A because it represents adultery, the sin I committed years ago.
I don't believe it. Surely it means, Abel, you're such a kind and selfless woman.
Well, I'm very flattered that you think so.
It's nice to see that you've rebuilt a good reputation for yourself.
Yes, it has taken many years, but it is slowly taking effect, though I do not believe I shall ever fully redeem myself in the public's eyes.
Yes. We've already discussed this earlier. Tell us how it affects you.
The staring, the judgment, the harassment. These things I cannot stand. Each night I lay awake thinking about how these people treat me. I believe now the Puritan society is filled with hypocrites. The people that say to treat all with kindness and love are the same people who reject me and label me as an outcast with their scarlet A. But the worst part of it is how they treat my daughter Pearl.
Do you call me Mommy?
No, darling. It's not your turn yet. You'll be out soon.
But I want my turn. I wanted my turn. I wanted my turn. I wanted my turn. I
Welcome back. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but now we're back with Hester and her lovely daughter, Pearl. So tell me, Pearl, do you know who your real father is?
Why, yes, I do.
Mistress Hibbins?
That's not what I said.
Anyways, are you aware of what the scarlet letter A on your mother's bosom represents?
Why, yes. Mother explained it to me. She said she found me while looking in the wrong cabbage patch.
I see, that's very descriptive. Pearl, why are you such an unruly and wild child?
I'm not a wild child, you silly Billy.
Then what are you? A demon? An elf?
Well, I'm Hester's beautiful Pearl.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Sure. I'll go with it. You getting this? Yeah. Okay. Hester, what is it like to have Pearl living with you?
It's a mixture of emotions, really. She's like a rose bush. She's beautiful and I love her, but she's a constant living reminder of the shame and sin, much like the Scarlet Letter. But unlike the Scarlet Letter, she has the ability to be loved.
So, you're comparing your daughter to the shameful Scarlet Letter?
Well, in a way. But don't get the wrong idea. I still love my little Pearl more than anything in the world.
I see. So, how have other people been treating your daughter?
It's horrible. The children avoid her, and when they aren't avoiding her, they're taunting her, flinging mud at her. It's like they think that just because a sin was committed in making her, that she is sinful herself. It is true that she can get a little wild at times, but she is not a sinful child, and she should not be punished for my mistake.
That does sound horrible. But do you think that if you controlled her a little bit better, that people wouldn't be as judgmental?
Well, maybe. But there's no way I can punish her without feeling like a hypocrite because of how horrible a sin I've committed.
Well, if you can't punish her, then do you really think that you should be allowed to keep her? Or would it be better if a more responsible set of parents were appointed to look after her?
No! I may not provide her with the most rigid environment, but I love her more than anything in the world. Plus, she has a very specific set of needs that no one else would be able to meet. I'm the only one who should look after her.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And what do you think about this, Pearl? Do you want to stay with Hester, or would you rather move in with some other parents?
No! I don't want anyone to raise me besides my mommy.
Aw, that's so sweet. Well, that looks like all the time we have tonight. Stay tuned next week whenever we interview the author of the Quran. Stay sassy, Carterville.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside.